Shalom. Before you is this video from Vocab Malone, which he have an interview with a sister that used to be a part of IUIC. Now, Vocab Malone is a demon because once again he's using Israelites that used to be in the truth to discredit us being Hebrew Israelites, to offset everything as far as like the teachings of us being the chosen. And he's a manipulator and he's a demon.
In space and times. Now, so when I say storybook, if any atheists are watching, I love you guys. We don't mean storybook as in fable. We mean storybook as in a grand narrative. That is literally what scripture is. And they get you away from that type of reading.
See?
So what's it like reading it now?
That's because we the Israelites, you know, we're giving you the prophecies of the Bible. And I did another video that suggests that IUIC, they're causing their congregation to go back into the world, as this sister that you see right here by the name of Gina Blue.
Slowly.
That's her right there.
The Most High taking the, like, it's like I was blind before, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading it in context now. I'm seeing the full picture.
Although IUIC is causing their members to go back into the world, they are still Hebrew Israelites. So I give them the credit with that. But as far as like them leading their members back into the world, they don't get cool points with me on that, because there's certain things that they teaching that is not right. But as far as us being Israelites, I tip my hat off to them.
Seeing the full story. And I just pray and meditate on it. You know, I know it's not going to be fast because I'm still getting rid of their doctrine.
Right.
So
it's taking a while.
Day by day. Yeah.
All right. Now within that, let's turn to the Bible, Gina. I asked you if you could prepare a few scriptures that if you had a chance to share the good news of Jesus Christ, and if you had some Bible verses you could share with, say, somebody who's currently in IUIC, what are some of those Bible passages? And if you want, I can read them for you. You just
He don't even know the Bible, man.
Your, perspective
he got his head covered while he.
Come on, man. Close out pretty quick.
This dude ain't.
I think
this dude got his head covered and he trying to read scriptures.
The Bible verse I chose was Hebrews 9:12-15.
She fully don't understand the doctrines, man.
That just keeps sticking out to me about the, you know, I want people to know this fact here.
Can I read it, and then you can say a little something about it if you'd like, and then maybe I will too. And if so, I'm reading out of the ESV. If you have a different translation and you'd like to read something specific out of that, just follow up. But I'll start in verse 11, and then I'll go to 15, and you just tell me if you want me to do anything else. Okay, Hebrews chapter 9, starting in verse 11. But when Christ appeared as a high priest of the good things that have come.
Yo, when did Yahweh Shah ever had his head covered when he was prophesying?
Then through the greater and more perfect tent, not made with hands, that is, not of this creation, he entered once for all into the holy places, not by means of the blood of goats and calves, but by means of his own blood, thus securing eternal redemption. For if the blood of goats and bulls and the sprinkling of defiled persons with the ashes of a heifer sanctify for the purification of the flesh, how much more with the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without blemish to God, purify our conscience from the dead works to serve the living God. Therefore, he is the mediator of a new covenant, so that those who are called may receive the promised eternal inheritance, since a death has occurred that redeems them from the transgressions committed under the first covenant.
You don't understand the scriptures, man. I'm
what
gonna
draws
fast
you
forward
to that
a bit.
passage? Any specifics you can share? Of Christ above any priest or prophet or king, the eternal Spirit offered himself without blemish. So this representation of the Bible with the appearance of drawing these doctrines from the Bible.
Exactly. That's where the abuse comes. The spiritual abuse comes from using the scriptures in that way, you know? And I also say the way they manipulate oppressed people, or specifically black people, with the slavery stuff.
Right.
You know? That's how they draw in, like, black people. The majority of black people want to know their history. You know, there's like a missing link. A lot of us don't know our history. So you have somebody saying, hey, I know it, and have all these pictures and it looks like they're so informative, you're going to fall into that.
Yeah, you know, and I'm not. There's a whole bunch of people who have done some of this. I've tried to play a little bit of a role of doing some education of what I sometimes hear people calling Black church history, and the idea is to shine a light on unsung persons of history who've done great things for the Lord, and their greater benefit to the larger community, especially here in America. But sometimes, like when you talk about a person like Alexander Crummell, you even begin talking about things in Africa as well. But I encourage people to go back and look. Those IUIC is one example of a Hebrew Israelite or Black Hebrew Israelite group, but there's other ones, and they sometimes are called camps. IUIC in private bashed other camps, didn't they?
See, this dude, no, he studied the Israelites, man. Israel. I want y'all to just see that, you know, this dude has been studying. He's an agent, man. He got to be an agent because he know more about the Israelites than Israelites know about themselves, man.
What kind of stuff would they say about him?
Look, it goes as far as them pulling up YouTube videos of these other camps.
Mm-hmm.
So this is during a Sabbath class, you know. They'll pull up the videos and they'll say, look, this camp is all about rape. This camp is don't even allow women in the school. So they'll make themselves appear righteous. They're like the more righteous, like we're the truth, you know?
I'm gonna close out with this. Vocab Malone is a demon, and I know exactly what he's doing. He's using this ex-IUIC member sister, IUIC Israelite sister, that was a part of IUIC. He's using her to try to discredit us being Hebrew Israelites, basically. And I'm gonna just close out with that. Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.